Oh, did that do it? We live? We got the Eagles country in here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Kendall, if you're here, you're off stream.
Okay.
If you're here, you can kind of pop on and off if you want. I'm just gonna sit on the carpet, but you guys can sit on these if you want.
Let's just get rid of the carpet too.
I saw some offline chatters in the house. What's up, Maribel? What's up, Chava? We got Tom. Late Matt. Yep, I'm late. I am indeed late. Hey, Joe Smells. How we feeling? You guys ready to do a little stretch, a little story time? Having a good Christmas weekend so far? Does anyone get caught in the crazy weather? This job is crazy physical. What job, Tom? Tom's a music producer. Curry whiskers already just ready, period. Damn. Intense. All right. Curry whiskers means business. Yesterday was my birthday. Happy birthday, Joe Smells. You get some deodorant? Some soap and shampoo? Oh my gosh, no you aren't, Tom. USPS factory mail handler? This is a crazy time of year for you, dude. Good luck. Let's tailor this for Tom. Tom, what do you need today? What kind of stretching you need? Spun out twice yesterday going to work. All good though. Oh, I'm glad you're okay, Chava. Damn. Chava works at a pet store. Chava, Kendall and I have adopted a stray cat. Beardy Ginger, can't stay due to work, but hope you're well and staying warm. Thanks, dude. Yeah, hope work goes well.
It's a little sassy sometimes. She likes to remind us that she does belong to the streets.
Yeah.
And
What's up, Tia?
still a wild animal.
She just get in the mood.
Yeah.
Joe Smells 22 says shampoo is for losers.
Living on par with the name.
Yep. Drove to Oregon last night. It was pretty icy. Man, everyone's driving. Be careful, y'all. We got really lucky. We didn't get delayed or anything. We had some weird turbulence from Atlanta to Philadelphia, but other than that, we were fine. First part of story time, while people still kind of file in here. One of my old and dear friends. Oh my gosh, Beardy Ginger, starting off with a bang, gifting a tier 1 sub to Joe Smells for his birthday. Thanks, Beardy Ginger. Thanks for the generosity. Joe Smells, happy birthday. All the Matt Cat hearts in chat. Love to see it. Let's see how far we can scoot this back with it being off screen. Probably about there. Okay. Yeah, so one of my good friends, Chelsea Zerna, she used to work at IBM. I convinced her to leave her job and follow her dreams, which she did, which means that she's unemployed in Tulum doing like female empowerment coaching and ecstatic dance temples and retreats. She loves it. She's way happier than when she was at IBM. But she was on her way back home to Buffalo, New York yesterday and got delayed for 6 hours in the Atlanta airport. And Kendall and I always get to the airport early because we go to the Delta Lounge and take advantage of the free food and comfy chairs and good internet. And so we got to hang out with Chelsea for like 2 hours and hear her Tulum stories, and got to introduce her to Kendall, which was cool. So it was a nice little holiday serendipity, seeing one of my oldest and closest friends randomly in the airport, thanks to crazy weather. Guys, can you hear me okay? Can you hear the background music at all? Do I need to turn that up or down? Is my voice okay if I'm talking like this? Is that okay for the stretch? All good? Audio's all good? All good? All good? Yeah, you're good? Perfect. Perfect. All right. Let's dive into this. We got 15 people. People can join in as they want. We're going to start on our feet. This is Calvin. This is my little brother.
Hello, everybody.
He's too tall for the frame. Got the top of your head cut off. Hold on, we'll come up just a little bit.
I can go back.
Well, no. I mean, we aren't using the bottom anyway.
Oh, that's perfect.
Okay. All right. So I love doing this in the morning. This is like a full body mobility, wake me up kind of deal. And I know we have a lot of West Coasters, so you might just be waking up, might just be getting your day started, might be able to do this at work. If you have like a break room or a bathroom or something, you can sneak in there. The first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna bring our hands to our hips. And we're gonna start by activating each of our major joints. So we're gonna start with our right foot and get some big circles. As you rotate your ankle, you don't wanna just stay on the ball of your foot. Try to roll over to the top of your toes, even if you go slower. You're also starting to stretch your toes in opposite directions. So when they're down and your heels near the ground, you can kind of flex your foot up and stretch out your toes down. And then when your toes are down, the tops of your toes are down, you can press your ankle forward and kind of stretch out the top of your foot. We're going nice and slow. We're here for 3 and 2 and 1. Let's go the other direction now. Same thing. You can bring special attention to your big toe. Try to put most of your weight and pressure on your big toe for this direction. You might get some cracks in your big toe. I just had 2 big ones. Most of your balance comes down to how strong and controllable your toes are. So when you're standing on one foot, you can spread out your toes and put pressure on your big toe when you feel yourself starting to come in, and pressure on your pinky toe when you feel yourself starting to go out. And that can kind of just push you back to center, back to equilibrium. So part of what we're doing here is we're getting our toes awake, we're moving them in opposite directions, we're exploring the spectrum of their movement, making sure they're stretched out and strong. We're here for 3 and 2 and 1. Let's switch feet. You can shake out that right foot. Now we're putting our weight onto our right foot and starting to rotate our left foot. The stanky leg. Yes, that is the other name for this. All the West Coasters in chat. Yeah, who is West Coast? Who's PST? Who are my morning peeps? All right, we're here for 3 and 2 and 1. Let's go the other direction. This is the side that we're focusing on the big toe. So when you come in, just try to drive the top of your big toe right before the nail into the ground, into the mat, into the carpet, whatever you're standing on. Joe is West Coast. Prey is West Coast. Maribel is practically West Coast. Okay, cool. I think that means mountain time. And 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. Cool. Now just notice how your legs feel. From the beginning to now, you have a little bit more blood flow, a little bit more energy in your legs. You can bring a slight bend to your knees. Maybe bounce up and down a few times. Feel the flexion in your ankles, the flexion in your knees. And hands come back to hips. We'll start to rotate our hips in big hula hoop circles.
Bring it around town.
Bring it around town, exactly. And we're doing the same thing in our hips that we just did in our ankles. We're feeling into each part of the rotation, the full range of motion. Our core is engaged, quads are engaged, glutes are engaged because the knees are bent. Take one more big circle this way. And let's go back the other way. Just notice this like big fluorescent light above my head makes it look like I'm about to like ascend into the heavens. Not the best lighting down here, but this is my dad's house. It's his basement. He turned one of the rooms into his home gym. We just had a little workout down here. We did chest and shoulders, a little bit of abs. And now I get a nice little cool down stretch with you guys. cubic Matt Ludwig punch. Oh, yeah, I still don't have 7TV downloaded on here, but I'll have to show Calvin all the gifs you guys made. There's ones of like me punching Ludwig, me ripping his armpit hair out. Why was that hard for me to say? One more big circle. Me eating popcorn that Kendall gave me. All right, same thing on our hips, but now on our shoulders. We're gonna start by our shoulders rounding forward. We're gonna draw them up to our ears, shrug our shoulders, engage our traps. We're gonna roll them back, opening up our chest, letting them drop down our back. Take a big inhale as you rise, exhale as you fall. We're also bringing attention to our lats. We're squeezing our lats, our upper back muscles towards our spine before we bring them down. You might feel some pops as you do this, especially in that upper spine. It's a good thing. We got 2 more big circles up. And now we'll reverse the direction. There's the popcorn mat. Nice. Now we're gonna roll them up our back and down our chest. So your chest is open, chin is up as you rise, and then chin drops as your shoulders round forward, come down your chest. Still inhaling as you draw them up, exhaling as you push them down. Be here for 3, and 2, and 1. Nice. All right. We'll get some neck rotations, letting our head drop back first, just rocking side to side, nice and slow. Chin is up. We're stretching out the front of our throat, moving over to where one ear gets close to one shoulder, then rotating back to the other side where the other ear gets close to the other shoulder. Getting some counter arch in our neck. So most of the time we're sitting and kind of rounding our back and looking forward, maybe looking at a computer, looking at a TV. This is the opposite. We're opening our chest, our chin is up. We're normally round, we're arching. And on the next rotation, you can let your chin drop to your chest. Now we're gonna rock back and forth in front. You're stretching out the back and sides of your neck. You're breaking up any kind of buildup at the base of the neck. Here for 3. And 2, and 1. Now bring it all together. So we're rocking all the way around, full circle in the neck. Go nice and slow. No abrupt movement, not bringing it too far. You know your body. Start with small circles, get a little wider as you feel comfortable. Stretching out, rotating. Last circle this direction. And let's switch. Other way. If you're going clockwise, go counterclockwise and vice versa. Big circles, feeling the stretch for 3, and 2, and 1. Nice. All right, we're gonna take a big inhale up over our head. We're gonna interlock our fingers, push our palms up towards the ceiling. Try to straighten out your elbows. It's gonna be a little tough for you. You might need to bend your knees so you don't put your hands through the ceiling. Shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. You can look up towards your hands and then exhale over to the right side. I hope I'm doing the opposite, but I don't have to do the opposite. So go to one side. We're gonna go to the other side next. Take 3 breaths here. 2 more. Last one. We'll inhale back up to center and do the same thing on the other side. Shifting over, now I'm on my right. We got 3 breaths. You can still look up towards the hands, get a little neck work. 2 more. Last one. Inhale back up to center. You can separate your hands, field goal post the arms, open the chest, raise the chin, push your hips forward. Take another big inhale up and overhead. Then exhale as you round the back, reach forward, tuck your chin down. Do you ever pop your neck on purpose? I don't do it too often, but Kendall does it all the time.
Thanks.
What's up, Cubit? Joe Smells also does. That's something you and Joe Smells have in common.
I'm so glad. We're gonna start our own stream.
All right, from here, you can bring a slight bend to your knees, so you aren't getting like a full hamstring stretch. And that might help you get a little bit lower. What we're going for here is that our head gets lower than our heart. So we're getting the benefits of a light inversion, which means blood flow to the brain is easier. You can nod your head yes, release tension at the base of the neck. Now you can shake your head no. You bring little circles to your neck, clockwise and counterclockwise. And you can bring your head still. Come up just a little bit so that your fingers are dangling up over the feet or over the ground. And you can start to circle the arms underneath the shoulders. What we're going for here is not controlled movement. You kind of just want to let them circle themselves. So this is a relaxation pose for your shoulder joints, for your upper back muscles, for your traps. They had us doing this in like shoulder rehab. So you're relaxing, you're turning the ball and socket joint in your shoulder. You can switch directions if it feels good.
This feels super cool.
Does it feel nice? We're here for 3 and 2 and 1. And we can roll our way back up, give our back a little bit of a break. You can start to vibrate. What I mean by that is just bend your knees, bounce up and down a little bit. A lot of us throughout the day hold our shoulders up while we do everything in our life. We're holding on to a lot of tension in our shoulders and upper back. This is really good for trying to let your shoulders come down away from your ears. So you can, almost like you're bouncing on trampoline, try to let your shoulders be heavy, create a lot of distance between your earlobes and your shoulders. Now we'll start to add some more concentration, some more conscious movement into this. Start to shake out our hands by our hips, like you're trying to get water off of your fingertips. You start to shake out your hands by your shoulders. You rotate your wrists while you're at it. And final one, shake out the hands over your head, like you're at a Travis Scott concert.
Yeah, you catch me in the crowd doing that a lot.
Sicko mode.
Yeah.
And we're here for 3, 2, 1, and time. Nice. We're gonna bring our hands behind our back. We're gonna interlock our fingers. Try to straighten out your elbows. You might not be able to do this, that's okay. Just try to bring your elbows together as much as you can. If you can bring your elbows straight, now we're gonna try to raise our arms up off of our back. This is gonna stretch out our chest. Option to stay right here, or to start to lean forward. Knees a little straighter this time. We're gonna come into what I call a prisoner bind forward fold. So imagine you have handcuffs on, and then you're coming into a forward fold position. We'll get 3 breaths here. 2. Last one. Slowly make your way back up. We're gonna spread out our legs in either direction. We're gonna get a little bit of movement before a static stretch. So hands come by your side. We're gonna reach our right hand up towards the right side. And then we're gonna bring our right hand down and across to come down to our left knee, ankle, or foot. And we're gonna inhale, bring our left hand up, and exhale, bring it down and across the knee, ankle, or foot. And we're gonna get into a steady rhythm, inhaling up and reaching, exhaling down across our body and touching. So it's inhale up, exhale down and across, touch. Inhale up, down and across, touch. So get into a steady rhythm, breathe at whatever rate you want. What we're doing is we're getting more oxygen than usual into our bloodstream and up to our brain. At the same time, we're helping pump our blood all over our body by bending at the waist. And we're opening up our groin, our hamstring, our low back muscles, especially around our SI joint. We'll do this for about 10 more seconds. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit for 8. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's come right down the middle. Hands can reach directly overhead, then they can come forward. Maybe they're dangling, maybe they touch the ground, maybe they come out to your legs or to your feet. And you come to a deep, wide-legged forward fold. You get 5 breaths here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Make your way back up. Feet can come closer together to help get your balance. Take a big inhale up overhead. We'll exhale to the left side again. Inhale, center. Exhale, right side. Inhale, center. Exhale, double block. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Feet together. And bear crawl yourself down to a high plank. From here, a couple options. You can either just try to hold yourself up in high plank. You can do 5 to 10 push-ups, or you can do those push-ups with your knees down. So we're gonna get a little shoulder and chest work in 3, 2, 1, and go. Good, and finish up in 3, 2, 1. We'll bring our knees down, our hips down, keep your chest up. Okay, so this is like a sphinx or an upward facing dog. We can roll our shoulders back, open our chest, raise our chin, look up at the sky or the ceiling, take a big breath. And you bring your knees wide, toes together, and push back to a child's pose. So body is coming in between your hips, in between your knees. Tailbone is coming down towards your heels. And you're actively pushing with your palms so that your weight is pushed back. Okay, so I'm not forward on my hands, I'm pushing back so that I'm stretching out in my hips. We're here for 5 more seconds. How do you do that magic, Matt? What magic? Which magic are you referring to? We'll roll our way back up. We're coming to a tabletop. Tabletop is hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. We're gonna get cat-cow breaths. So this is from yoga. And imagine what a cat looks like and a cow looks like. So we're gonna roll our shoulders back, open our chest, raise our chin, and look up. That's cow. And then as you exhale, tuck your tailbone down, tuck your chin down, arch your spine. That's cat. We'll get 3 more of those, inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Last one up. And down. Good. Staying in tabletop. My arms and my legs were the same height and same flexibility. Probably the prisoner forward fold. That one probably looks pretty weird if you haven't done that before. Okay, we're gonna take our right hand, inhaling up to the sky, and rotate your wrist a few times. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. Other direction for 3, 2, 1. Now arm circles like a big windmill, all the way through the shoulders, range of motion for 3, 2, 1. And we'll switch directions, reverse for 3, 2, 1. And we're gonna take this right hand, bring it underneath our left armpit, bring our elbow down, shoulder down, head down. And we're gonna get a crossbody stretch with a spinal twist for 3 breaths. 2 breaths. Last breath. Next inhale, bring that right hand back up. On the exhale, place it back down where you found it. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Everyone with me? All good? We'll take a big inhale, left hand rises. Rotate the left wrist for 3, 2, 1. Switch directions for 3, 2, 1. Big arm rotations in the shoulder joint, windmilling for 3, for 2, for 1. Now we're gonna switch other direction for 3, and 2, and 1. And we're gonna thread the needle through. Elbow, shoulder, head comes down. Ear comes down to the mat. Big side body stretch with spinal twist. Take 3 breaths. 2 more. Last one. Big inhale, left hand rises again. Exhale, place it down. Spread out your fingers. Grip your fingertips down like you're gripping a basketball. Tuck your toes underneath you. Raise your knees, push your tailbone up towards the sky, and then sink your weight back down towards your heels. From here, you're gonna pedal out your knees so that one bends, the other straightens, and we're stretching out our calves. So you're going side to side. If you want, you can coordinate breath with movement here. Inhaling on one side, exhaling on the other side. Here for 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll shift our weight back forward. Another shoulder and chest work cycle, about 15 seconds to try to get 5 to 10 push-ups. Hold yourself up in plank. You can do the push-ups with your knees down. We're set, and go. We're done in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and knees come down. Knees can walk in towards your feet. You can cross your legs, come to a seat. Quick check-in before we continue. How's everyone feeling? Y'all with me? Love to hear it, Tom. Tom, anything in particular you want to work on? Also, Tom, have you read any Charles Bukowski? He's one of my favorite authors, and he worked at the Postal Service for years. He writes a lot about it. Cool. Okay, we'll continue. Okay, addressing the back already. Awesome. All right, we'll bring the bottoms of our feet together, knees wide. Appreciate you sharing these stretch routines. Of course, Curry Whiskers. Well, Tom, check out Charles Bukowski. I like his poetry, but he has novels too. We'll inhale the hands up. Reach nice and high. Exhale forward. Options here. You can either reach as far as you can forward, or if your hips need help getting down, you can bring your hands to your feet and try to use your elbows to try to ratchet down your legs. That's what I recommend for you.
Yeah.
Yep. So you're pulling up on your feet, you're pushing down with your elbows at the same time. And then you can pull your chest forward, chin forward, round your back, tuck your chin, and try to bring your nose towards your toes. We'll be here for about, let's do 5 breaths. Last 3 breaths. Last 2. Last 1. And we'll come back up. Hands can come behind, knees can come up and together, feet can walk wide. And just try to TP your knees. I'm making a triangle. Stay here in the counter pose for a second. And then make sure your feet are wide enough so that your leg can come down in between. We're gonna start to windshield wiper the knees side to side. We're getting counter mobility in the hips. We're getting a rotation in our low spine. We got a rotation in our upper spine earlier in the practice when we did the tabletop, threading the needle with our arm underneath our armpit. And now we're getting a rotation in our low spine. Here for about 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. We can straighten out our legs, tap our toes together, release any tension in the hips, anything built up in the legs. We'll take a big inhale up and overhead, last spinal bends. Interlock your fingers, push your palms up towards the ceiling, take a big inhale. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the right. Getting a little core work here too. Inhale center. And exhale right down the middle. Options here. You can just use your hands to press yourself into the stretch, trying to get beyond 90 degrees. You can also slide your hands underneath your legs, try to pull yourself down. Or you can reach your hands towards your ankles, feet, or toes. Maybe you can get a connection beyond, grabbing a finger, grabbing your hand or your wrist. We'll get 5 breaths in seated forward fold. Also, with your feet, can't really see my feet here, but you can make this feel easier if you point your toes. There's less strain on your back chain, your calves, hamstrings, and low back, so it's easier to get down. Or if you want to make it harder, flex your feet up towards the ceiling. That makes the back chain a little bit tighter, so it's harder to get down. You feel it more. We'll take three more breaths. Last 2. Last 1. Slowly roll your way up. We'll finish with a counter pose, hands coming behind, pressing down through the heels, trying to raise our hips up. You can let your head drop back. We'll be here for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come down, tap the toes, shake out your hands. Take a few breaths. You can sit or lay however's comfortable. We'll finish practice with a body scan, checking in with our body, opening up our mind, connecting mind to body to see if there's anything that our body needs to tell us. You can close your eyes, notice your breath. Air moving in through the nostrils, down the windpipe, filling up your lungs, expanding your chest and belly in every direction. Exhale coming out through your mouth. Take deeper and deeper breaths, a little longer on each inhale, a little longer on each exhale. Using the sensation of air moving in through the nostrils to help bring awareness into the body, rippling through the face, down the throat, all the way down the spine, the upper and lower back muscles, into the chest and belly, and from your shoulders down your arms to your fingertips, and from your hips down your legs to your toe tips. Bringing a mental picture of how you look and feel to mind. You're visualizing your body parts, your muscles, your bones, your ligaments, your organs. And checking in with each little body part, each teammate that you have, listening to hear if they have anything to say to you, if anything feels good or a little off. When you're ready, we'll finish practice with one big breath together. Getting ready for that breath. We'll start by exhaling all the way. Start with empty lungs, so push all the air out right now. Start a deep inhale through the nose to full lung capacity. When you get to the top, hold your breath, sip in a little extra air. Hold for 3, 2, 1, then slowly exhale as slow as you can, letting air go, and with it any tension in the body. Relax your face, your jaw, your tongue. And when you reach empty, you can return to a normal pattern of breathing, opening your eyes. And that'll do it. How we feeling, gang? You all good? You want to meet my little brother, Calvin? He's not so little anymore. I think I actually look up to him. In fact, I know I do. I think you're taller. Yeah, an inch or two. I'm 6'1".
Okay. I'm
You're 6'3".
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, any questions for Calvin? I'll tell you a little bit about him first, but be thinking of questions for Calvin. He is the oldest son of my dad and stepmom. He 9 years younger than me?
10.
10?
I'm March or May, so it's like 10 for a little bit.
Yeah. 10 for 2 months. But like 9
Mostly.
9 years, 8 months, I guess. 10 months. Arabella's asking how you are.
I'm doing very well. I'm here with my brother, so can't complain.
So Calvin graduated in May. He got a job right out of school. We'll probably hold off on saying the company name, but he is in finance, studying for tests.
Oh yeah.
I heard there was a 1 point. I didn't talk to you about this yet, but there
Yeah.
was a near miss.
It was a miss.
Yeah,
It wasn't
okay.
a near miss.
A near make.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's living in Philadelphia, working, grown up. It's weird, but it's cool. Also, our family has a tradition every year that I've missed the last couple of years. That the whole like family and extended family comes over to our grandparents' house for Christmas, and everyone gets really drunk together and tells a bunch of stories and plays a bunch of games. We have a Pollyanna, which is basically like a white elephant.
Yeah.
Big gift exchange, and it's like everyone's favorite part of the year. So really excited to experience that this year and introduce Kendall to everyone. Chava's asking, do you currently play any sports, or did you play any sports?
I do not currently play any sports, but in high school and college I played soccer. College was just intramural. And then in high school I also ran track. I was 800 meter and the mile were my two things.
He had long legs. He was fast.
And I played center back for soccer.
Just like me. That's really cool. Wish my family wasn't so insanely religious and we could cut loose like that. You know, like,
You can have best of both worlds.
yeah. Tom's asking what your fastest mile time was.
My fastest mile time was 4:42. That was junior year of high school.
4 minutes and 42 seconds. Pretty crazy. Maribel, that reminds me I need to buy alcohol today. And you got priorities. Get on that. Tom says, woo, boy. Yeah, it's fast. Any other questions for Cal? Cal's a big music fan, especially likes Travis Scott.
Oh yeah.
What other kind of music you like?
I love classic rock.
Classic rock. That's from our dad.
Yeah, that's
Our
all
dad.
dad.
Dad crushes the classic rock.
All dad.
Lots of AC/DC.
Oh yeah.
Lots of Van Halen.
Hall & Oates.
Hall & Oates. What about chess?
I have not
Like
played
this.
chess in years.
Mm-hmm.
That is something I need to get back into.
We're getting our chat into chess. We have a chess club set up on chess.com. Probably everyone's in this stretch in chat is already in it, but !chess to join the chess club if you aren't already. Also, if you like what we just did, a lot of it is derived from Fight and Flow. This was like a recovery Fight and Flow kind of stretch, and you'll see some of it on our YouTube, !YouTube for the Fight and Flow YouTube. There's a free foundational practice that's about 45 minutes on there. If you want to do it when I'm not leading it live, you're welcome to. I think !YouTube is still set up for the Fight and Flow, right? It is. And then I've been uploading all the VODs and some more chess boxing kind of content onto my personal YouTube, which is youtube.com/moving with Matt with 1 T. Because 2 T's was taken by some real estate agent in Raleigh that won't respond my messages. Trying to buy it from him. It's the only handle I don't have for Moving with Matt.
Really?
It's this one real estate agent dude.
I should start making just random accounts that for companies.
Thinking ahead of it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like real estate. Like it's like when I was at Roadie, Mark looked for Roadie.com and ended up buying it for $150,000, and so just some dude owned it who was a roadie.
That's so.
So he like made more than he ever made in a year just by selling one URL.
Wow.
Pretty crazy. Cool. Well, it'll probably be a short stream today. If you have any more questions for Calvin, speak now, forever hold your peace. We're going to have some family time today where I'm probably going to have some of that gnocchi soup that my stepmom Kelly made. Probably going to have like a movie night or something.
Yeah, I think we're going out to dinner.
We're going out to dinner?
Yeah.
Probably won't have too big of a
Weather
lunch then.
permitting.
Joe says, to stretch, I do the Fortnite dance, the floss.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good warm-up.
You know how to do that one, Matt?
I do. Should we floss?
Yeah, I'll floss.
You flossing with us?
Oh, I heard some pops.
My hips just popped.
Wow.
That's a good one.
I feel like we might need a gif of this. I'll go fast.
Yeah.
Like how serious I am.
So funny. Wait, no, keep going. You got a video.
Ow. We're high-fiving mid-floss.
I'm way too focused.
This is like a harder Luddy. So one of the things that Ludwig is like the guy who started the whole streaming thing for me, and he has a dance that he made up in high school called the Luddy, which is kind of similar. So like you want to turn your heels twice for every half rotation of your arm. So it's like, oh yeah, and then hand on hip. You're getting it. Left hand on hip,
Okay.
and then you're pivoting on your balls of your feet.
All right, let me get this motion
Yeah,
down.
there you go. Now just add the arm. You're kind of already doing the arm. You just need to bring it up above your head.
Okay.
And every time your heels are to the right, your arm
Is up.
is gone.
Okay. So it's like.
And Lud and E, and Lud and E. Okay, getting tired.
Yeah, that was
I hope you guys enjoyed our dance. Oh my god, we just went up like 10 viewers. We're doing that. That's funny. He almost has it. Yeah, he almost got it, Cal. You learned
Almost
that
had
pretty.
it.
You learned that pretty fast. Do we know any other dances? You got any go-to dances?
Oh, I'm not a dancer.
But what do you do? Even as like a joke dance. You got one of these?
That's kind of all I got.
Yeah. You don't do any of the like this stuff.
What's that one that was for a while?
Or like, oh yeah, yeah.
I think that might.
I think that's
on
Fortnite,
Fortnite
too.
now. Yeah.
What? The lawnmower. We have the shopping cart.
Oh, I like that one.
You got any? Oh, the
Oh,
sprinkler.
yeah. That's classic. The
Little disco.
yeah.
That's kind of like the Luddy too.
Yeah. Get the feet moving.
These are amazing. I don't know about amazing. There's something.
It's wholesome.
It's wholesome. J Chan is our resident emoji and GIF maker. She crushes the game with all these. We recently got a salute, which is a big thing on Twitch. The 07. All right, guys. Yeah, there's the Matt 7. Yep, we got it. I think we're gonna call it there. I hope you enjoyed the dance party at the end of the stretch session. I hope you feel a little better than when this started. I'll probably do another one of these tomorrow. I'll put the time in Discord, !Discord, if you aren't in the Discord yet. And I hope you're having a happy holidays and staying safe out there with all the crazy weather. The Arctic blast, what is it, cyclone bomb? Bomb cyclone. Crazy name for a storm. Cool, guys. All right. Bye. See you later. Say bye to Calvin.
Merry Christmas.
Peace. Have a great one. Bye. All right. Bye.